Hello, everybody. Time for another edition of the Big South Network Viewers Guide, and this time for the week of October 8th through 14th. And I'll tell you what, not quite as many events this particular period as we've seen in some of the previous ones, but we make up for that with some quality matchups. I tell you what, this is going to be a very good week. Tune into the Big South Network for the best in your fall sports. And if you have any questions, remember about the network or about our web family of sites and services, Mark B at BigSouth.org is how you can reach me here at the Big South Conference office. Mark Bryant, I'm the coordinator of new media here. So let's get right into what's upcoming with volleyball first. Now, off to a hot start, UNC Asheville, Liberty, each 4-0 in conference as we record this now. Coming up, your matchups on Friday, you'll see Winthrop at Presbyterian College, that's 7 o'clock start, and High Point at UNC Asheville, also at 7. So the question remains, will Asheville remain unscathed through that one? Because we've got Saturday's matchup. You look at that, Liberty at UNC Asheville, 2 o'clock. Right now, each of those squads 4-0 in conference out of the gate. Asheville will have one more before that, so we'll see how Friday turns out. But it could be a battle of unbeatens on Saturday at the Justice Center. It'll be 2 o'clock. You want to be sure and order that one or lock up your volleyball package so you can watch that. And then still a couple more to come as we look to Tuesday in volleyball. And we've got North Carolina Central at Radford. That's a 6 o'clock start. And Liberty at High Point at 7 o'clock. So a big volleyball week ahead. Let's turn to women's soccer, where we also have some good matchups. And 5 games in all in women's soccer, just as we had 5 matches in volleyball. And it all begins Friday, 7 o'clock, Liberty at Winthrop. Classic conference foes. We'll see how they do head-to-head. And so far this season, without dropping a game, you've got Radford and VMI at 2-0, and Charleston Southern and Liberty 1 win, 1 tie, no losses, and Gardner-Webb 1-0 in conference. So some good starts for a few squads out there. And again, we see Liberty at Winthrop Friday, Saturday, High Point at Winthrop, and Liberty at Gardner-Webb. And again, Liberty, Gardner-Webb, each squad, at least as we record this, again, without a defeat. We'll see if Liberty gets through Friday before they meet Gardner-Webb on Saturday, and whether they can maintain that another day or not. And the final women's soccer games of the week, Monday the 12th, we've got VMI at Charleston Southern. VMI also off to a good start, 2-0. Charleston Southern 1-0-1. So another battle of potential unbeatens there, 3 o'clock on Monday, and then Radford at Coastal Carolina. That one is a 5 o'clock kick, so be sure to be ready for that one. The close of business on Monday. To men's soccer, and we've got 5 games here as well. And so far, with 2 wins apiece, you've got Gardner-Webb, you've got Winthrop, you've got High Point, so good starts in conference with 2 conference wins for each of those squads. And we got an out-of-conference game there for Gardner-Webb, as you see Georgia Southern at Gardner-Webb. That's a 2 o'clock kick on Saturday the 10th. UNC Asheville at Radford, 7 o'clock, and Presbyterian College at High Point, also at 7. From there, we turn to Wednesday and a pair of matches on the pitch for the men. Gardner-Webb at VMI, and Wofford at High Point. So the Panthers getting another taste of out-of-conference action. 7 o'clock for that one. The VMI one will be at 4 o'clock. And football, you say, where are the football games? Well, we still have one for you, and that's just one. A couple idle teams on the road, and only one conference game for you, and it should be a doozy. VMI at Coastal Carolina. Of course, VMI dropped their first conference game to Gardner-Webb in a tight one. The only 2 conference games so far, Stony Brook beat Presbyterian College handily, and Gardner-Webb managed to slip by VMI in a hard-fought game. So Gardner-Webb, Stony Brook 1-0 in conference, VMI PC 0-1 in conference, and the other 3 teams, including Coastal, yet to play a conference game. So Coastal Carolina will get their chance to notch a mark in the conference standings when they host VMI Saturday, 7 o'clock here on the Big South Network. So you want to know more about the Big South Network, particularly how you order, how you get involved, how you sign up? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because you can order by the game, by the sport, by the season, or by the year. Packages available for your preference. Be sure to check us out at BigSouthSports.com. Look for the Big South Network and click more information, or click subscribe, and you'll get through to where you need to find more on what we have to offer. And of course, if you're looking for us elsewhere on the web, not just BigSouthSports.com, but you can also find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, YouTube, we have a channel there, and we have a blog running on Blogger. So all those places, links available from BigSouthSports.com. Be sure to look for us there. If you have any technical trouble, by all means, let the folks know at Jump TV. They're at 877-967-3267. Recommend you try the email first. That's fansupport@jumptv.com or fansupport@jumptvinc, jumptvinc.com. Either of those addresses will work. But if you contact fan support, be sure you flag that it is technical support you need. They'll be able to help you right away, or let them know. Mark it as billing, administrative, technical support. Try to just specify what the general nature of the problem is, and they'll be able to route it right and get you help as quickly as possible. They've got a team ready to go on that. So by all means, check out fan support. If you need help, if a stream is having trouble or you're having trouble with the stream, look there, and you should get the answers you seek. So that takes us through our viewing guide, and now I want to give you something else a little bit different. We all know Big South Conference says we develop leaders through athletics. Time to hear that from our student athletes and some perspectives on leadership. So by all means, check this out.
Big South Conference, developing leaders through athletics.
My definition of a leader would be someone who sets an example on and off the field or court, is always working hard, is someone you respect.
A leader is a person of character and integrity that other people look to in times of stress or just everyday needs to help them through something that they're struggling with.
Being a Big South athlete has developed my leadership skills in so many ways. I've had the opportunity to come to several leadership conferences. Also, just being on a team with so many diverse players from different backgrounds and cultures, I feel like it's going to prepare me for my next step in dealing with others in the workforce and in the future.
My definition of a leader would be someone who is very passionate about what they're doing and can bring out that passion in those who they work with.
Some things I hope to learn from the leadership conference this weekend is being able to take other people's attributes and what they know about their teams and placing them with my own ideas and bringing it back to my school.
Big South Conference, developing leaders through athletics.